Sunday, the 9th of August. It's somewhere in the environs of 10 a.m. I actually didn't sleep at all last night. I had a weird nap yesterday, like 6 till 9, and anyway, I totally screwed up my schedule, so I haven't slept yet. I had to lie down for a while, but I don't think I actually slept. I'm going to try and get some projects running today. Oh, I did get Windows 10 on my Surface, so that's kind of cool. Haven't really played with it yet, but there we go. Windows 10. I'm gonna play with it a bit today maybe, but I also want to get outside as much as possible. I do want to go to that park that I didn't get to go to yesterday, which will mean not bringing Lucas with me, but I do want to get sort of a bit of a tour and sit and show you some of the parts of it. There's also a part in they're building a pedestrian bridge over the river there, but there's also a place where you always used to be able to walk across because it's so shallow. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna hit that area up with shorts and walk across and show you what it's all about. I do still have to find the waterproof housing for my camera though. I have no clue where it ended up. So I'm gonna have to find that before I go, because I do want to make sure I am protected and my camera is protected before I go.
So it seems the government's done their thing and put up a bunch of signs telling everyone that you're not allowed to cross here anymore due to intense currents. Well, the currents here are actually really quite weak. I guess it's much better to charge people from doing something preemptively in case anyone does ever actually end up hurting themselves and suing the city for XYZ. I really hope that they don't put up a bunch of fences over here stopping people from crossing. I'm fairly sure that people are going to continue to cross regardless of the signs. You just got to be a little bit safe and a little bit wary, and when you do it and what hours you do it, etc., etc. But this is just a beautiful place to sit. It's funny how effortless it is to just calm down and slow down and relax your breathing. Just sitting here is better than being on your phone, being on your computer, being on the internet. No one really prioritizes this sort of stuff anymore, and it really is honestly so sufficiently saddens me that I could almost cry. Sound is just glorious. The water never stopping, endless, tumbling over the rocks. August 10th, I'm running off to see a client, the physiotherapist Jim. They're actually moving at the end of the month to a new location, so I'm going to go there and hopefully the Rogers internet guy shows up and we can have a little bit of chat as to where we want the different boxes and routers and connections to come in. It shouldn't take very long, but the window is slated for 3 hours, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. So I'm going to bring my new my Surface with the new Windows 10 upgrade on it, so I kind of play with that, maybe get used to it a little bit. And I've also got my Kindle as well, so I can do some reading, and of course my ever-present hammock. I highly doubt there'll be a place to hang it, but hopefully there's some place at least that I can sit, so fingers crossed. So over the next month, this is going to be transformed into a gym. I'm just taking some pre-shot so that we can show the progress. Looks like most of the decisions really were made for me and I wasn't really needed, so I'm gonna head back out. Hopefully I can get down, do some hammocking again today. Looking forward to it. August 12th, sometime in the evening. It's around 7 o'clock, I think. Haven't really shot much regular content at all over the last few days. Primarily because I've been not doing very much. I've been spending a lot of time at home, getting a whole bunch of work done that was sort of looming for a while that I was kind of procrastinating on. So there's really not a lot of content. There wasn't much to shoot, really. I was just at home on my computer, working on websites, working on proposals, sending out invoices, receipts, pretty boring stuff. So there really wasn't much to shoot. What I realized that something kind of interesting is that when I was not enjoying my days, it was because I wasn't really filling it with too much interesting stuff to shoot. So when I look back over the last couple of weeks where I've been shooting a lot of content and really pleased with the content and the videos and blogs that I've been producing, I realized that just the very act of creating something to shoot was giving me a decent amount of happiness and enjoyment in what I was doing every day. So using the blog as a way, as an excuse sort of, to make myself get out and do stuff until it becomes more of a regular habit might be something interesting to look into. The last few days I have shot a little bit here and there, so I'm probably going to combine that into you know, a single blog of a bunch of different days, just to kind of give you guys an update. But really it hasn't been much of interesting things. One of the things I did start doing today is spray painting all of my milk crates. I'm making them all black so that I'll be able to use them for shelving and to put all of my stuff in. Basically, I'm reading a book. I have vlogged about this a couple times already. A book about organizing and minimizing how many things you own. And my goal is to put everything I own into 6 to 9 milk crates. Now that doesn't include certain things like cutlery as a collection. There's a few things that are kind of collections that I'll have to deal with, that I'm just dealing with as a single item for now. And when I move, I might not necessarily keep all those things, but for now there's stuff I'm using, so I'm going to keep them still around. But they might not be part of my 9 milk crates of possessions. And even 9 might be too many. Not really sure what it's going to end up being. But for now, what I'm trying to do is uniform all of my milk crates that I have into a single color, and then I'm going to look at building some subdividers out of some of the wood that I have, so that I have the ability to kind of subdivide the content and keep them organized within the milk crates. Because if you just fold a bunch of clothes and put them in the way the milk crate, the way that this Japanese book denotes, you're going to be missing out on using almost half the crate in terms of space. So I want to make sure I maximize the space, but still also make sure that all the content is organized in it properly.